Happy Saturday, everyone! Welcome to Saturday with Alex Cardinale. I have an awesome show coming your way this evening. Here's what's happening on this episode of Saturday with Alex Cardinale. Our animal of the world will be the Goliath bird eater. Learn about the Motoro stingray, Indonesian Datnoid, and Panther Grouper from Aqua Alex. Our monster of the deep will be the Dorado Catfish. There will be 4 rounds of Two Truths and a Lie on 7-Eleven, Florida, Texas, and California. We'll talk about my favorite ice cream flavors and summer treats in the hot take. And the Saturday Buzzer is back. I have 5 minutes or less to talk about the history of ice cream. And if I fail, I must take ice cream to the face. All that and more live right here, right now on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. I want to thank you all for tuning in. And let's get started with this week's edition of Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale. And this week on Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale, I have some awesome things to talk about. So let's get right to it and kick off with Keeping It Real with Alex Cardinale. All right, let's try that one more time. I apologize for the tech issues. Let's kick off Keeping It Real. All right, so I hope everyone had an amazing 4th of July weekend last weekend. I had a great 4th of July weekend. Last Saturday, we had an incredible 4th of July USA 250 Saturday with Alex Cardinale. If you missed that episode, go check it out. It was a great episode last weekend. Now, every Sunday right here on my YouTube channel, under my Shorts tab, I'm going to have a highlight from each and every week of Saturday with Alex Cardinale. So tomorrow, you'll catch this week's highlight on my Shorts uploads. I started it last Sunday and it's going to continue every Sunday. So tomorrow, you'll see a highlight from this episode. Baseball fans, this coming week, it is the MLB All Star Game. Who is going to be the home run king for 2026? Who will win the home run derby? And who will win the All Star Game? We'll find out this week as the All Star Break takes place on Monday and Tuesday. Next Saturday with Alex Cardinale is going to have a special start time. Next Saturday, we're going to start a couple hours early. Next Saturday with Alex Cardinale will kick off at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, because of WWE Saturday Night's main event. We'll talk more about that later on in the show. Get ready to celebrate my 33rd birthday on Saturday, August 15th. That is a few weeks from now. I can't wait for that. And last Sunday, I made a big announcement. Off the conclusion of a very successful Amazonian week, I now present African Week, which takes place in September. So due to the success from Amazonian Week in July, in September, we're going to host an event called African Week, which is going to be very similar to Amazonian Week, except we're going to feature animals from Africa. So it kicks off on Sunday, September 20th, with the African Week kickoff on unique animals. Monday, September 21st, will be an episode of African Week times aquatic wetline, popular aquarium fish. Tuesday, September 22nd, will be an episode of African Week times aquatic wetline. We'll talk about Lake Malawi and Lake Tanganyika cichlids. Wednesday, September 23rd, I'll do an episode on lions. Thursday, September 24th, I'll do an episode on zebras and giraffes. Friday, September 25th, I'll have a crime case episode on African crimes. Saturday, September 26th will be African Saturday with Alex Cardinale. And Sunday, September 27th, our African Week finale will be on dangerous animals that live in Africa. And that is going to be our second themed week of 2026. Our first week was in June with Amazonian Week, and then now we have African Week in September. Sunday, September 20th through Sunday, September 27th is going to be African Week. 2 months from now, I cannot wait to celebrate African rifts and rivers and animals. So get ready for the inaugural African Week coming up this September. All right, it is now time for our first official segment here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It is now time to go bowling. Let's see how I bowled this past Thursday in week 6 of my summer league. Let's see how I bowled. It's time for bowling.
The energy is electric here tonight as the best bowlers in the world compete for the championship title.
All right, so heading into bowling this Thursday, my average went up to 102. So going into bowling this Thursday, I had a 102 average. Now, last week I bowled great. Let's see how I bowled this week. Game 1, I had a great game. Game 1, I bowled 126 with 2 strikes and 3 spares. Game 2, I bowled kind of crappy, 82 with 1 spare and 1 strike. And game 3, I bowled 94 with 2 spares for a total of 302 pins with 3 strikes and 6 spares. So after a week of a great week, I had a pretty mediocre week with a great game 1, but a terrible game 2 and a terrible game 3. But hopefully next Saturday I'll have better scores for you. And next Saturday also I should have my very first bowling footage of the Summer League for you. And that is this week's Bowling with Alex Cardinale here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It is now time for history. It is my History Bluffs favorite segment here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It is now time for This Saturday in History. Let's see what happened in history on this day, July 11th, 2026. It's this Saturday in history, and it's taking place right here, right now, on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. All right, today is Saturday, July 11th, 2026, the 192nd day of 2026. On this day in history, in 1798, the U.S. Marine Corps was formally reestablished by a congressional act that also created the U.S. Marine Band. In 1804, Vice President Aaron Burr mortally wounded former Treasury Secretary Alexander Hamilton during a pistol duel in Weehawken, New Jersey. Hamilton died the next day. In 1859, Big Ben, the great bell inside the famous London Clock Tower, chimed for the very first time. In 1864, Confederate forces, led by General Jabal Early, began an abortive invasion of Washington, D.C. The raid was turned back the next day. In 1914, Babe Ruth made his Major League Baseball debut, pitching the Boston Red Sox to a 4-3 victory over Cleveland. In 1921, fighting in the Irish War of Independence ended with a truce. In 1960, Harper Lee's novel To Kill a Mockingbird was published. In 1966, TV quiz show The Newlywed Game, hosted by Bob Eubanks, premieres in the U.S. on ABC. In 2022, President Joe Biden revealed the first image from NASA's James Webb Space Telescope, the farthest humanity had ever seen in both time and distance, closer to the dawn of the universe and the edge of the cosmos. Today's birthdays: actor Susan Seaforth Hayes is 83 years old. Actor Bruce McGill is 76. Actor Stephen Lang is 74. Actor Mindy Sterling is 73. And actor Sheila Ward is 70 years old. Happy birthday to anybody celebrating a birthday this past week. Happy birthday to anyone celebrating a birthday this upcoming week. And happy birthday to anyone celebrating a birthday this weekend. I hope it's a great year and a healthy year for you. Happy birthday to my uncle who celebrated a birthday this past Monday. And then my parents have birthdays coming up this week as well. And that is this Saturday in history, July 11th, 2026. It's crazy how fast the year is going by. I can't believe we're already in mid-July now, and August is quickly approaching. All right. So now it is time for Hot Take with Alex Cardinale. And tonight we have a double dose of Hot Take. We're going to start right now by talking about my favorite ice cream flavors. And towards the end of the show, right before the main event, we're going to talk about my favorite summer treats. What are your favorite ice cream flavors? Let me know in the chat or in the comments what your favorite ice cream flavors are. All right, so here are my top favorite ice cream flavors. If this graphic will pop up on the screen any second now, here we go. So here are my favorite ice cream flavors. Coming in at number one is a classic. A lot of Americans like it. I love it. And it is cookies and cream ice cream. You can't go wrong with a great cookies and cream vanilla ice cream with Oreo cookies. Coming in at number two is peanut butter fudge. If you're an ice cream lover and you love peanut butter and you love fudge, peanut butter fudge is a great flavor for you. Coming in at number three is the banana split. I love a fresh, ripe banana with vanilla ice cream and caramel. That would be my banana split. Coming in at number four is an ice cream from a company called Mayfield Dairy Farms. It is a delicious peaches and cream ice cream. So if you love peach cobbler, peaches and cream ice cream from Mayfield is for you. And coming in at number five would be a classic cookie dough because I love cookie dough. So my top five favorite ice cream flavors: cookies and cream, peanut butter fudge, banana split, Mayfield peaches and cream, and cookie dough. Those would be my favorite ice cream flavors. Now, as far as my favorite ice cream brands go, it would be Friendly's number one, Turkey Hill number two, Breyers number three, Mayfield Dairy Farms number four, and the Klondike Bar rounding it off at number five. What are your favorite ice cream flavors and brands? Let me know down in the comments your favorite ice cream flavors and brands. And don't forget, later on in the show, we'll talk about my favorite summer treats and find out in the Saturday buzzer if I can discuss the history of ice cream in 5 minutes or less, or if I will be taking ice cream to the face. And that is our first hot take of the evening. It is now time for this week's Animal of the World. And this week's Animal of the World comes to us from South America. It is one of the largest spiders of the world, and it is a tarantula. A lot of people are intimidated by tarantulas. I'm not really too intimidated by the tarantula, but I'm also not going to go out of my way to touch a tarantula. Anyway, this week's animal of the world is a big spider known as the Goliath bird eater. I'm going to give you some fun facts on the Goliath bird eater, and then we're going to have a fun video giving you information on the Goliath bird eater. So here is this week's animal of the world. All right, so let me give you some facts on the Goliath bird eater. They have massive fangs. Their fangs can grow between 0.75 and 1.5 inches long, which are strong enough to easily puncture human skin. Downward strike. As a megalomorph spider, its jaws move forward and down to impale prey rather than sideways. Leg span record. While it is the heaviest spider, it is second in leg span only to the giant huntsman spider, which has longer, thinner legs. Diet and hunting. Misleading name. Despite being called a bird eater, they rarely eat birds. The name originates from an 18th century copper engraving by Maria Marin showing a tarantula eating a hummingbird. Terrestrial ambushers. They are nocturnal, ground-dwelling hunters that wait near their silk-lined burrows to ambush prey. They primarily eat insects, earthworms, and frogs, but their massive size allows them to overpower rodents, lizards, and small snakes. Liquid diets. Because spiders cannot digest solid material, they ingest digestive juices into their prey to liquefy the insides before sucking them dry. Defense mechanisms. Hissing sound. When threatened, they rub the bristles on their legs together to make a hissing noise called stridulation that can be heard up to 15 feet away. Wow. And that is the Goliath bird eater. Here is some more in-depth information on the Goliath bird eater, including some videos of the Goliath bird eater.
The Goliath bird eater, Theraphosa blondi, is the largest spider in the world by body mass and weight. Native to the upland rainforests of northern South America, this colossal tarantula can weigh up to 6 ounces, 170 grams, and feature a leg span of up to 11 to 12 inches, making it roughly the size of a large dinner plate. Key facts. Misleading name. They rarely eat birds. The name comes from an 18th century engraving showing a tarantula eating a hummingbird. Size record. It is the heaviest spider, but it is second in leg span to the giant huntsman spider, which has longer, thinner legs. Massive fangs. Their fangs grow between 0.75 and 1.5 inches long, which are strong enough to easily puncture human skin. Diet and hunting. Terrestrial hunters. They are nocturnal, ground-dwelling ambush predators that live in deep, silk-lined burrows. Varied prey. They primarily eat insects, earthworms, and frogs, but can easily overpower rodents, lizards, and small snakes. Liquid diet. Spiders cannot digest solid material, so they inject digestive juices to liquefy prey insides before drinking them. Defense mechanisms. Loud hissing. When threatened, they rub leg bristles together to make a hissing noise, stridulation, audible up to 15 feet away. Barbed hairs. They use their legs to flick a cloud of urticating barbed hairs from their belly, causing severe eye and skin irritation to predators. Mild venom. Their venom is not lethal to humans. A bite feels similar to a wasp sting, and they often deliver dry bites without venom. Lifespan and reproduction. Lifespan gap. Females can live up to 20 to 25 years, while males live only 3 to 6 years and die shortly after mating. Egg sacs. Females lay 50 to 200 eggs in a tennis ball-sized silk sac and aggressively guard them until they hatch.
All right, and that was our animal of the world, the Goliath bird eater. And now it is time for my first of 3 featured fish, and this is my favorite freshwater stingray. Let's learn about the Motoro stingray right here, right now, on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. Let's discuss the Motoro stingray, one of the most popular stingrays available in the fish keeping hobby. All right, so let's talk about the Motoro stingray right now. The Motoro stingray is also known as the ocelot river ray or peacock stingray. It is a fascinating species of fully freshwater stingray. It is the most widespread and recognizable freshwater ray in South America, making it highly famous among both biologists and aquarium hobbyists. Eye-catching patterns. Their circular, flattened disc bodies are typically grayish-brown, adorned with striking yellow-orange spots encircled by dark rings. They are among the larger river rays. In the wild, female Motoro stingrays can reach a disc diameter of up to 36 inches and weigh up to 33 pounds, though captive specimens more commonly peak at around 24 inches. They have high-placed eyes. Their raised dorsal eyes provide a near 360-degree field of vision, letting them scan for danger while buried. They are found in South American rivers. They are native to major tropical river systems, including the Amazon, Orinoco, and Paraguay basins. They are strictly bottom dwellers that prefer slow-moving, shallow waters with sandy or muddy bottoms. They spend much of their time buried in the sand with only their eyes exposed, waiting to ambush unsuspecting prey. They utilize specialized electrical sensors around their mouth called ampullae of Lorenzini to detect the natural electrical signals of hidden prey. They feed heavily on small fish, crustaceans, worms, aquatic insect larvae, and mollusks. They possess powerful jaw plates designed to easily crush the hard shells of crabs and snails. Venom and defense, the tail barb. They possess a robust whip-like tail equipped with one or more venomous spines used strictly for self-defense. A single ray can have up to 4 spines at once and naturally sheds and replaces its barbs roughly every 6 months. In their native regions, locals often fear them more than piranhas. Locals fear the Motoro stingray more than they fear piranhas. Stepping on a buried ray causes it to whip its tail upward, inflicting an incredibly painful, venomous sting. And I can't wait to have a Motoro stingray in the very near future, hopefully one day. And here is a video of a beautiful Motoro stingray in the aquarium hobby.
Pepsi's really nice, man.
Well, as you can see, the Motoro Stingray is a beautiful freshwater ray. Well, 2 weeks from tonight, it is going to be the 2026 edition of Sharky Saturday, celebrating Shark Week. And I can't wait to celebrate Shark Week this year. Here's what's on tap on the 2026 edition of Sharky Saturday.
Dive into Sharky Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It's that time of year again. Things are about to get jawsome with the 2026 edition of Sharky Saturday. Join us on Saturday, July 25th, 2026 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific for an unforgettable evening with Alex Cardinale. This year, Sharky Saturday is bigger and better than ever. Get ready for new and exciting ways to incorporate sharks into the show. Here's what's swimming your way. What's happening on Sharky Saturday? Animals of the world. Discover 4 unique shark species from around the globe. Aqua Alex featured fish. Dive into the world of freshwater and aquarium saltwater sharks. Monster of the deep. Explore the majestic whale shark. Hot take. Uncover the best shark movies and the top sharks to keep in the aquarium hobby. 3 rounds of 2 truths and a lie. Test your shark knowledge with facts about the great white shark, bull shark, and hammerhead shark. Saturday buzzer. Alex has 5 minutes to spill the tea on sharks. If he succeeds, viewers must share this episode and name their favorite shark. If he fails, Alex must pay the piper. And so much more. Mark your calendars and set your alarms for Saturday, July 25th, 2026 at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Join us to celebrate all things shark on Sharky Saturday. Watch live on YouTube, www.youtube.com/Alex Cardinale 2026. Prepare for a fantastic night you won't want to miss.
All right, it is now time for round 1 of 4 of Two Truths and a Lie. Tonight we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie on 7-Eleven, Florida, Texas, and California. Let's kick off with Two Truths and a Lie on the iconic convenience store, 7-Eleven. And ironically, today is 7-Eleven, which is why we're doing Two Truths and a Lie on the iconic convenience store, 7-Eleven. So I'm going to give you 3 statements. 2 of them are true, and 1 of them is a lie on 7-Eleven, and it is your job to determine the lie. So it is Two Truths and a Lie on 7-Eleven, and it's coming your way next. All right, so here are your 3 statements on 7-Eleven. Statement 1, the origin story. 7-Eleven was originally named Totem because customers toted away their goods. Statement 2, operating hours. The name 7-Eleven reflects the store's original operating hours of 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., which was revolutionary at the time. And statement number 3, Slurpee invention. The Slurpee was intentionally created by 7-Eleven as a unique frozen beverage to attract customers seeking a refreshing treat during summer. Which one do you think is the lie? Is it 7-Eleven being originally named Totem because customers toted away their goods? Is it 7-Eleven operating hours being 7 a.m. to 11 p.m., or is it being the Slurpee invention? Was the Slurpee intentionally created by 7-Eleven for a summer treat? Take a moment to think about these statements. Which one do you believe is the lie? After you made your guess, stay tuned for the reveal, which will be taking place in 1 second. Now, I love 7-Eleven. I love their Slurpees. My favorite would be their Mountain Dew Pitch Black Slurpee that they had a number of years ago. That is my favorite Slurpee. All right, let's go ahead and reveal the truth and reveal the lie. Statement number 1 is true. The original name of 7-Eleven was indeed Totem, reflecting how customers carried away their purchases. That is true. Statement 2 is also true. The store's name, 7-Eleven, does represent the original extended operating hours, which was a novelty at the time, which means that statement 3 was the lie. The Slurpee was not intentionally invented by 7-Eleven. It was actually a happy accident created when a soda fountain malfunctioned, leading to the creation of the iconic icy beverage. So, the Slurpee was not intentionally invented by 7-Eleven. Did you spot the lie? Whether you did or you did not, you now know a bit more about 7-Eleven's interesting history. And still to come tonight, we've got 3 more rounds of Two Truths and a Lie on 3 of the biggest states in the United States of America as we continue celebrating America's 250th birthday all month long. We'll learn about Florida, Texas, and California in 3 more rounds of Two Truths and a Lie. Well, New York Yankees fans, are you ready for this week's edition of Yankees Spotlight? Let's see how the Yankees did on their final week of the first half before the All Star break.
Late night shadows creep, silent whispers in the dark. Haters lurking, fangs ready, waiting on a mark. Alex rolling heavy, steel in his grip. Light the torch, fight the scorch, never gonna slip. Keyboard warriors flex, talking slick on the net. Alex got the radar, ain't missed a threat yet. Shining through the screens, ghosting all the clowns. Stacking up the bodies when the sun goes down. American bad.
All right, the New York Yankees, 51-42, split an intense 4-game divisional clash against the AL East leading Tampa Bay Rays before heading to Washington to open their final series before the 2026 MLB All Star Break. This week's recap. Rays series split. Both teams won 2 games in a 4-game series. The Yankees battled the Rays in a crucial series. The Yankees won on Monday, but they dropped games on Tuesday and Wednesday, including a chaotic night where manager Aaron Boone and bench coach Brad Asmus were injected. But the offense exploded on Thursday to give the Yankees a win. Behind a spectacular 2-run homer, 5 RBI night from Ben Rice, the Yankees crushed the Rays 12-4 to split the series. The injury bug bites. The team continues to grind through a tough stretch without 3-time AL MVP Aaron Judge, who is still suffering from a rib fracture. General Manager Brian Cashman announced that Aaron Judge will undergo fresh imaging during the upcoming break to map out his ramping up schedule. Shortstop Anthony Volpe has also missed time down the stretch. The Yankees kicked off the weekend in Washington, the final series of the first half of the season before the All Star break. The Yankees won on Friday, the Yankees won last night, and the Yankees won today. So the Yankees can finish the first half of the season with a sweep over the nation's capital team, Washington Nationals. Next week preview. Next week features a distinct split schedule heavily impacted by the Midsummer Classic. Monday, July 13th through Wednesday, July 15th, Monday, July 13th through Wednesday, July 15th is the All Star break. The regular season pauses as baseball heads to Philadelphia's Citizens Bank Park. Ben Rice will represent the New York Yankees on Monday night in the Home Run Derby, followed by the All-Star Game on Tuesday. So hopefully Ben Rice will win the Home Run Derby for the New York Yankees. And then on Friday, July 17th through Sunday, July 19th, the second half of the season begins with a blockbuster taking on the Los Angeles Dodgers. Regular season play resumes on Friday, July 17th with an absolute heavyweight 3-game series at Yankee Stadium against the defending champion Los Angeles Dodgers. And that is this week's Yankees Spotlight. Yankees fans, let's hope Ben Rice wins the Home Run Derby. Let's enjoy the All-Star break, and let's hope we kick off the second half of the season next weekend with a victory over the defending world champions. Now, next week on Yankees Spotlight here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale, we're going to preview the second half of the season, and we're also going to recap the All-Star break. Coming up a little bit later on tonight, we're going to preview the MLB 2026 All-Star break as well. Well, WWE fans, it is now time for this week's WWE SmackDown recap. Let's find out what happened on the first live SmackDown in a couple of weeks last night. It is time for this week's SmackDown recap here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. All right, so the July 10th episode of Friday Night SmackDown aired from Oklahoma City, and it delivered massive SummerSlam implications. It also had a shocking return and an unhinged closing assault. The SummerSlam main event is set. Newly crowned undisputed champion CM Punk made his triumphant return to the Blue brand after shocking the world by defeating Sami Zayn on Monday Night Raw. Cody Rhodes officially challenged CM Punk. CM Punk accepted, and SmackDown General Manager Nick Aldis made CM Punk versus Cody Rhodes for the undisputed WWE Championship official for SummerSlam. Finn Balor defeated Tama Tonga. Despite interference at ringside from Tama Tonga, Balor rallied to hit a dropkick and a coup de grace to pin his former Bullet Club ally, Tama Tonga. Jade Cargill defeated Alexa Bliss. In a hard-hitting singles match, Cargill utilized her strength to hit Jade for the pinfall. Following the match, Cargill took things to a brutal extreme by trapping Alexa Bliss' arm in a steel chair and violently slamming it, leaving Bliss screaming in agony. Jimmy Uso defeated Royce Keys. Jacob Fatu arrived to eliminate Solo Sikoa at ringside. Trick Williams versus Carmelo Hayes ended in a no contest after Baron Corbin made his shocking return to the WWE, hitting both end of days on both Williams and Hayes. And in the main event of Friday Night SmackDown last night, Gunther snapped and attacked SmackDown GM Nick Aldis. The show concluded with an unhinged Gunther demanding that General Manager Nick Aldis overturned his booking and inserted him into the SummerSlam title match. Aldis refused but offered a massive alternative for Saturday night's main event next Saturday at Madison Square Garden. Gunther and Sami Zayn versus Cody Rhodes and CM Punk was made official. However, furious with the decision, Gunther completely snapped. He blindsided Aldis, viciously beat the general manager, and choked him unconscious with multiple sleeper holds as referees and security desperately tried to pull him away. And that is SmackDown from this past week, yesterday, and that is this week's SmackDown. Don't forget, next Saturday, it is Saturday night's main event, and next Saturday with Alex Cardinale kicks off at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific to make room for Saturday night's main event. But coming up in a few weeks, it is the biggest party of the summer. It is SummerSlam Saturday, and SummerSlam Saturday, we'll also have SummerSlam Saturday with Alex Cardinale.
Get ready for the ultimate SummerSlam party with Alex Cardinale. WWE fans, the countdown to the biggest party of the summer is on. Join us on Saturday, August 1st, 2026, for an electrifying prelude to WWE SummerSlam with none other than Alex Cardinale. Event details. Date, Saturday, August 1st, 2026. Time, 3 p.m. Eastern, 12 noon Pacific. Where? YouTube.com at Alex Cardinale 2026. What's happening? Prepare for an action-packed lineup that will get your adrenaline pumping for the main event. Hot Take with Alex Cardinale. Dive into the best SummerSlam matches and moments as Alex shares his ultimate picks. Fantasy booking. Alex Cardinale previews WWE SummerSlam 2026 and crafts his own fantasy SummerSlam card. Which dream matches will he create? Saturday Buzzer. Witness WWE fan Alex Cardinale host his first Saturday Buzzer. He has just 5 minutes to cover the history of SummerSlam. If he succeeds, you owe him a favor. If not, there's a price to pay. And that's not all. There's plenty more excitement in store, so don't miss out. Join the fun. Mark your calendars and set your reminders. This is a SummerSlam Saturday you won't want to miss. Tune in to youtube.com at Alex Cardinale 2026 and let Alex Cardinale get you hyped for WWE SummerSlam 2026. See you there, WWE fans.
And SummerSlam Saturday with Alex Cardinale will officially kick off the month of August. I can't wait for that. Well, Saturday with Alex Cardinale each and every week is proudly presented to you by Sensational Pool Systems, LLC. Do you have a pool or a pond that needs to be maintained here in South Florida? Sensational Pool Systems, LLC will gladly take care of your pool or pond here in South Florida. Here is a word from our sponsor.
Is your pool looking a little green around the gills? Or maybe your pond needs a little pick-me-up. Look no further than Sensational Pool Systems, LLC, your local experts in pool and pond services. Based right here in sunny South Florida, we're a veteran-owned business committed to customer satisfaction above all else. From transforming your pool from green to pristine with our professional cleaning services starting at just $100 a month, to handling all your repair and installation needs, we've got you covered. Our comprehensive pond services include cleanings, maintenance, and more. Plus, we offer koi and goldfish upon request to bring your pond to life. We proudly serve West Palm Beach, Jupiter, Royal Palm, Riviera, Boynton Beach, Lake Worth, and beyond. Ready to dive into a sensational experience? Contact us today at 561-785-9561 or sensationalpoolsystemsllc@gmail.com. Your dream pool or pond is just a call away. Sensational Pool Systems LLC, making your water sensational.
All right, and now it is time for tonight's Monster of the Deep. And tonight's Monster of the Deep comes to us from South America. It is the Dorado catfish. All right, I'm going to give you some facts on the Dorado catfish, and then we're going to play a video with some amazing information and photos of the Dorado catfish. I can tell you that the Dorado catfish is a really cool looking catfish from South America. It has a really cool great white shark vibe to it. So the Dorado catfish has a record-breaking migration. It is a world champion traveler. The Dorado catfish holds the official record for the longest strictly freshwater migration of any fish on the planet. The transcontinental journey. Over its life cycle, an individual fish can complete an epic 7,200 to 7,400 mile round trip journey that spans almost the entire width of South America. Drifting larvae. They are born in the mountain headwaters of the Andes Mountains, such as the Marañón River in Peru. As microscopic larvae, they drift entirely downriver for thousands of miles until they reach the organic-rich Amazon River estuary near the Atlantic Ocean. The return journey. After feeding and growing in the brackish estuary for 2 to 3 years, the adults swim back upstream against massive river currents all the way to the Andes to spawn and restart the cycle. They are true river giants, capable of growing up to 6 feet long, 1.8 meters long, and weighing over 200 pounds. They are built for speed. Unlike standard heavy bottom-dwelling catfish, the Dorado has a sleek, hydrodynamic torpedo-shaped body. Its skin has no scales and features a brilliant metallic silver and gold sheen. And now here is a video giving you even more information on this week's Monster of the Deep, the incredible Dorado catfish from South America.
The Dorado catfish, Brachyplatystoma rousseaui, commonly called the gilded catfish or dorada, is a massive apex predator native to the Amazon and Orinoco river basins. It is famous for its striking metallic appearance and its status as a world record migratory animal. The longest freshwater migration world record holder. This species completes the longest strictly freshwater migration of any fish on Earth. Transcontinental journey. Its life cycle involves a massive 7,200 to 7,400 mile round trip across the South American continent. The life cycle loop. Adults spawn in the high-altitude headwaters of the Andes Mountains. The microscopic larvae then drift thousands of miles downriver to mature in the nutrient-rich Amazon River estuary near the Atlantic Ocean. After a few years, mature adults swim back upstream against fierce currents to spawn. Physical appearance. Goliath size. They are true river monsters, reaching up to 6 feet, 1.8 meters in length, and weighing well over 200 pounds, 90 kilograms. Torpedo body. Unlike flat, sluggish, bottom-dwelling catfish, the Dorado has a sleek, streamlined, hydrodynamic body built for high-speed open-water swimming. Metallic sheen. They lack scales and possess smooth skin that glints with a brilliant reflective silver and golden sheen. Behavior and diet. Apex piscivore. They are strictly carnivorous open-water hunters. They utilize their speed to chase down and swallow other fish whole, including characins and smaller catfish. Turbid navigation. They rely on long, highly sensitive chemical sensing barbels, whiskers, to hunt in pitch-black mud-laden river bottoms where vision is useless. Environmental threats, dam obstructions. Their survival is highly threatened by Amazonian hydroelectric dams, which physically block their migratory highways and cut them off from spawning grounds. Overfishing. Because their firm white meat is delicious and lacks small bones, they are heavily targeted by commercial fishing fleets across South America.
All right, and that is the amazing Dorado catfish. Well, now it is time for our second of 4 rounds of Two Truths and a Lie. And right now it is time for Two Truths and a Lie on Florida, the state where I currently reside. So let's play Two Truths and a Lie on Florida. I'm going to test your knowledge on the Sunshine State. I'm going to give you 3 statements on Florida. 2 of them are true and 1 is a lie. It is your job to determine the lie. So here we go. Statement number 1, the Sunshine State. Florida is often called the Sunshine State because it boasts an average of 237 days of sunshine per year. This makes it a popular destination for tourists seeking warm weather and beautiful beaches. Statement number 2, home of the only living coral barrier reef in the U.S. Florida is home to the only living coral barrier reef in the continental United States. The Florida Reef extends from the Florida Keys to the dry Tortugas, making it a unique natural treasure. And statement 3, the largest producer of oranges in the world. Florida is the largest producer of oranges in the world. The state's orange groves contribute significantly to its economy, with the majority of its oranges used in juice production. Think carefully and decide which one of these statements is the lie. So, which one do you think is the lie on Florida? Is Florida called the Sunshine State because of its average of 237 days of sunshine? Is Florida home of the only living coral barrier reef in the U.S., or is Florida the largest producer of oranges in the world? Take a second to think about which one is the lie. All right, time for me to reveal the answer. The lie is statement number 3. While Florida is a major producer of oranges in the United States of America, it is not the largest producer of oranges in the world. That title belongs to Brazil, which produces a significant portion of the world's oranges. So Florida is not the leading producer of oranges in the world. But yes, Florida is the Sunshine State, and yes, Florida is home to the only living coral barrier reef in the United States of America. Well, speaking of Florida, that leads us to my favorite segment here on Season 5 of Saturday with Alex Cardinale, and that segment is called What in the Florida? It's time to take a look at some of the craziness happening around the Sunshine State this week. Here is this week's What in the Florida. All right, so here's what went on in the Sunshine State this week. Here is our first What in the Florida story. Florida man, 82 years old, set fire to his ex after 42-year-old relationship ended, the cops say. He is facing charges of attempted murder and arson. That is crazy. A Fort Lauderdale man is sitting in a Broward County jail cell after he was charged with attempted murder and arson for setting fire to his car with his ex-girlfriend still inside it, according to an arrest report. The incident took place late Friday afternoon after Franklin Davis, 82, had spent part of the day with the victim, whose name was not released. According to the report, Davis and the victim had been in a relationship for 42 years and lived with each other, but had recently broken up. So imagine breaking up with someone, not liking it, and then setting them on fire. That is crazy. Well, our next Florida story is even crazier. Check out this What in the Florida story. Knife-wielding Florida man arrested after setting restaurant on fire with flaming propane tank, authorities said. A Florida man was arrested after he allegedly carried a flaming propane tank through a Tampa Bay restaurant and wielded a pair of knives when deputies tried to take him into custody. Wow, that is crazy. The incident unfolded at around 8:45 a.m. this past Tuesday after Hillsbury County Sheriff's Office deputies responded to a report of an assault or battery in progress at a restaurant in Tampa, according to the Sheriff's Office. What is it with people in Florida wanting to start fires this week? That is crazy. Well, it would not be Florida without alligators, right? And crazy Florida men, right? Well, a Florida man arrested after fighting deputies pulling him from alligator-infested canal. This has Florida man written all over it. A Florida man was arrested after allegedly fighting deputies who were trying to pull him from a snake and alligator-infested water. I apologize for the tech issue so far. I don't know why these images aren't showing up on the screen at proper times. But there we go. A Florida man arrested after fighting deputies, pulling him from alligator-infested canal. All right. Well, a Florida man goes on Amazon shopping spree with a stolen debit card. He buys door hinges and Axe products. A Florida man is accused of buying door hinges and Axe products from Amazon using a stolen debit card. That is absolutely crazy. But this is a sad Florida story. This can happen anywhere in the United States or anywhere in the world, to be exact. And the next story is Florida man dies after getting stuck in a conveyor belt at work. The unidentified man died at the scene, located in an industrial park where food products are made. It sucks dying on the job. Rest in peace. And our final What in the Florida storyline for tonight, and keep in mind, these are all real. All these events actually happened here in Florida. Wells Fargo imposter scam wipes out Florida man's entire life savings of $251,000, $251,300. Wow. Wells Fargo imposter scam wipes out the man's entire life savings of $251,300. That is sad. It's sad the amount of scammers there are out in the world these days. And that is this week's What in the Florida? Craziness from the Sunshine State. What craziness will we have for you next Saturday? We'll have to find out by tuning in to see the craziness from What in the Florida next Saturday here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. All right now it is time for our next featured fish from Aqua Alex. And right now we're going to feature the Indonesian Datnoid. Now, the Indonesian Datnoid is a fish that a lot of people in the aquarium hobby love. It is a beloved monster fish, and I personally, myself, love the Indonesian Datnoid. So the Indonesian Datnoid, also known as the Indonesian tigerfish or Indo tiger perch, is a highly prized predatory freshwater fish endemic to the islands of Sumatra and Borneo. Famous for its striking tiger-like camouflage and highly intelligent demeanor, it is a staple centerpiece in the monster fish aquarium hobby. They feature a laterally compressed body with a golden yellow base color covered by 7 to 8 bold black vertical bars. Datnoids are famous for changing color based on stress, mood, or water quality. A stable Datnoid displays vibrant gold skin with contrasting black stripes. Datnoids are definitely an incredible fish. The Indonesian Datnoid can reach 12 to 18 inches in length, and they require 120 gallons to 180 gallons of aquariums and larger. Here is a video showing you what an Indonesian Datnoid can look like in a proper aquarium. Let's see if I can find it for you. And that was the Indonesian Datnoid. Still to come later on tonight, it is going to be our final feature fish, which is going to be the Panther Grouper, our saltwater representative. Well, a little bit over a month away, and I will be turning 33 years old. And this year, my birthday falls on a Saturday, so that means I'm going to host a birthday Saturday with Alex Cardinale, and here's what to look forward to on my 33rd birthday. Come on, why is this not playing? Sorry about that, folks. Let's try again.
Celebrate Alex Cardinale's 33rd birthday. Get ready for the ultimate birthday bash as Alex Cardinale turns 33 on Saturday, August 15th, 2026. This year, Alex's birthday falls on a Saturday, making it the perfect occasion for a special edition of Saturday with Alex Cardinale. Join the party live at 10 p.m. ET, 7 p.m. PT on youtube.com/Alex Cardinale 2026. What to expect? Hot take. Discover the 5 things Alex learned at 32 and the 5 things he's looking forward to this year. Birthday surprises. Unwrap the excitement with unexpected surprises, presents, and maybe even some special cameo appearances. Aqua Alex. Watch as Alex introduces some new aquatic friends to his collection. Saturday buzzer. Can Alex discuss the day's horoscopes in just 5 minutes? Tune in to find out if he can avoid paying the piper. Plus, enjoy all your favorite segments, including the Animal of the World, Featured Fish, and much more. Don't miss out. Mark your calendars for Saturday, August 15th, 2026, and be part of the celebration at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific. Head over to youtube.com/Alex Cardinale 2026 to join the fun and celebrate with your host with the most, Alex Cardinale. See you there for an unforgettable birthday extravaganza.
And that's going to be an awesome show a little over a month away. Well, now let's welcome Detective Alex Cardinale to the show for this week's crime case. Come on, what is wrong with this? All right, it is time for our crime this week, and it is a murder of a gay porn director by Davion DeMonte Mangum. So Davion Mangum was arrested in November 2015 for the murder of 60-year-old Michael Cascone in Richardson, Texas. On November 17, 2015, Richardson firefighters responded to a smoke investigation call at a business suite occupied by the Brotherhood LLC. Inside, they discovered Cascane's body beaten to death and still smoldering under a plastic cover. Michael Cascone was an adult film director who ran the business out of the suite. Police found files in his office that listed stage names, which helped investigators link Mangum to the scene. Following his arrest, the 19-year-old confessed to the police that he had gotten into an argument before killing him. Investigators described the murder as an isolated, unexpected incident. Police tracked Mangum to his apartment complex in Fort Worth, Texas, where he was initially detained on outstanding traffic warrants. When executing a search warrant at Mangum's residence, detectives found Cascone's missing SUV parked at the apartment complex. They also discovered a laptop and high-end video cameras that had been stolen from the crime scene, hidden directly under Mangum's bed. Now, Davion killed Michael Cascone after a sexual encounter and subsequent argument inside his office went too far. During his August 2016 trial, Mangum took the stand in his own defense and detailed the circumstances surrounding the murder. Mangum, who was 19 at the time of the crime, testified that he and Cascone had engaged in a sexual game of doctor inside the studio suite. Mangum stated the argument broke out between them afterward, which quickly escalated into physical violence. And that is the murder of a gay porn director by the name of Michael Cascone, done by Mangum. All right, it is now time for our third round of Two Truths and a Lie. We did a round on 7-Eleven and Florida, and now we're going to do one on one of the biggest states in America, Texas. Everything is bigger in Texas, right? Well, let's play Two Truths and a Lie on Texas, and once again, I'm going to give you 3 statements on Texas. 2 are true, and 1 is a lie, and it is your job to determine the lie. So here we go. Texas is the second largest state in both area and population in the United States. The official state dish of Texas is chili, and the capital city of Texas is Houston. Which one do you think is the lie? Is it Texas being the second largest state in both area and population? Is it the official state dish being chili, or the capital city being Houston? Which one do you think is the lie? Well, Texas is indeed the second largest state in both area and population, coming in behind Alaska in size and trailing California in population. Chili is officially recognized as the state dish of Texas, a nod to its rich culinary heritage. The lie is the capital city. The capital city of Texas is not Houston, it is Austin. Houston is the largest city in Texas, but Austin holds the title of captain. Did you guess correctly? Texas is full of fascinating facts and surprises. Still to come tonight, our final round will be on California in our main event, still to come later on tonight. Well, this Monday and this Tuesday, Major League Baseball fans, it is the Major League Baseball All Star Break 2026. On Monday, we have the Home Run Derby, and on Tuesday, we have the All-Star Game. The 2026 MLB Home Run Derby and All-Star Game will take place in Citizens Bank Park in Philadelphia, hosted by the Philadelphia Phillies. The Home Run Derby will air on Monday, July 13th at 8 p.m. Eastern, streaming live on Netflix for the first time, followed by the 96th Midsummer Classic on Tuesday, July 14th at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fox. The 2026 Home Run Derby field and rules. The 2026 Derby introduces a major format change. The timer has been removed. To prevent fatigue and reward true power, batters are strictly limited by swing count. Hitters receive 20 swings in the first round and 15 swings in the semifinals and finals. If a player hits a home run on their final allotted swing, they can continue hitting until they record a non-home run swing. This year's players in the Home Run Derby include Kyle Schwarber from the Philadelphia Phillies, the current home run leader with 32 homers, Bryce Harper, also from the Phillies, hometown favorite and former 2018 Derby champion. From my New York Yankees first baseman Ben Rice, an explosive breakout rookie with 28 homers. I'm rooting for Ben Rice to win the All-Star Game. Junior Caminario, third base from Tampa Bay Rays, the 2025 Derby runner-up who boasts the fastest bat speed in MLB. Manutaka Murakami, the first baseman from the Chicago White Sox, a phenom Japanese rookie who will round out the field of the Home Run Derby. Now the 2026 All-Star Game rosters. Aaron Judge is out with an injury, and Shohei Ohtani out with a knee inflammation. But some of the starters for the 2026 All-Star Game include Nick Kurtz from the Athletics, replacing Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Ernie Clement from the Blue Jays, Junior Caminero from the Rays, Bobby Witt from the Royals, Mike Trout from the Angels, Cody Bellinger from the Yankees, Yordan Alvarez from the Astros. And that is the preview for the 2026 Home Run Derby and All-Star Game. Next Saturday, here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale, we will recap the Home Run Derby and the All-Star Game for you right here on Saturday with Alex Cardinale. All right, it is the moment you have been waiting for on this week's episode of Saturday with Alex Cardinale. It is the Saturday Buzzer. I have 5 minutes or less to talk about the history of ice cream, or I must take ice cream to the face. But we're not going to do a bowl of ice cream. We're going to do some Oreo sandwiches. So anyway, let's get to this week's Saturday Buzzer, which I have 5 minutes to talk about the history of ice cream. So let's go ahead and get the graphic on the screen, and we'll start the countdown to the Saturday Buzzer, which is going to be awesome. All right, where is it here?
Welcome to Saturday Buzzer with Alex Cardinale. This intriguing segment is sure to be educational and fun. Alex Cardinale has 5 minutes or less to discuss a certain topic. If Alex succeeds, viewers must do Alex a favor. If Alex fails, he must pay the piper and do what the piper asks. What favor will the viewers have to perform? What consequence will Alex possibly suffer? What is the topic? Find out right now as we welcome Peter the Pied Piper to the show.
All right, so 5 minutes and counting starting right now. I've got 5 minutes or less to tell you the history of ice cream. Let's get started. The history of ice cream dates back thousands of years to ancient civilizations that combined snow and ice with sweet flavorings. Today, it is a multi-billion-dollar global industry evolving from an elite delicacy into one of the world's most popular desserts. The history of ice cream. The Persian Empire created a prototype dessert by pouring grape juice concentration over snow saved from winter in underground cold stores. The Tang Dynasty. Chinese emperors are credited with the first real ice cream analog. They enjoyed a frozen mixture of fermented water buffalo milk, flour, and camphor. The Italian Renaissance, 16th century. Architect Bernardo Brunelleschi invented the modern gelato. He introduced milk, cream, and eggs to frozen desserts for the French and Italian nobility. American Revolution, 18th century. Ice cream migrated to America, enjoyed by historical figures like George Washington and Thomas Jefferson. In 1843, Nancy Johnson invented the hand-cranked ice cream freezer, revolutionizing and industrializing production. Modern ice cream classifications. Ice cream is strictly defined by regional food laws based on dairy, fat content, and density. Standard ice cream must contain at least 10% milk fat. It is churned fast to incorporate air, creating a fluffy, light texture. Gelato, an Italian style made with a higher proportion of milk to cream, resulting in lower fat, 4 to 9%. It is churned slowly to incorporate less air, making it dense and intense in flavor. Custard, French ice cream, incorporates a traditional base containing at least 1.4% egg yolk solids, giving it a rich, smooth, and heavy consistency. Sherbet, a fruit-based frozen dessert containing a small amount of dairy, 1% to 2% milk fat. It is different from sorbet, which contains no dairy at all. The science of smoothness. The defining characteristics of high-quality ice cream is its smooth texture, which depends on 3 elements. Ice crystals. The freezing process must happen rapidly while churning. Rapid freezing creates tiny microscopic ice crystals. Slow freezing causes large crystals that make ice cream taste gritty. Fat globules. Emulsified milk fat traps air bubbles during the churning process, creating structure and giving ice cream its velvety mouthfeel. Air. Air makes up anywhere from 30 to 50% of the total volume of commercial ice cream. Without air, ice cream would be a solid, unchewable block of frozen milk. And that is the Saturday buzzer. I once again beat the Piper. I am now undefeated in the Saturday buzzer. I'm sure you viewers want to see me lose the Saturday buzzer at some point, which I probably will at some point, but not just tonight. Tonight, I will not lose the Saturday buzzer. I won't take an ice cream to the face, but I am going to give something to you, my audience. We're going to try an Oreo ice cream sandwich together on the screen. So I do want to give you guys something for listening to the Saturday buzzer. So we're going to try an Oreo ice cream sandwich together on camera. It is very, very good. I enjoy it. All right. All right, while I enjoy this delicious Oreo ice cream sandwich, let's check out what you can expect on Saturday with Alex Cardinale.
Tune in to Saturday with Alex Cardinale, your weekend entertainment and educational talk show, airing every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific, on YouTube channel Alex Cardinale Entertainment, youtube.com/Alex Cardinale 2026. Join us for an exciting weekend experience with Saturday with Alex Cardinale, where entertainment meets education in the most fun way possible. Since its debut in 2022, the show has been a hub of excitement, blending Alex's diverse passions into one spectacular program. What to expect? Tropical fish adventures. Dive deep into the world of aquatics with Aqua Alex Cardinale as your guide. Culinary delights. Get inspired in the kitchen with unique cooking tips and recipes from Chef Alex Cardinale. WWE Insights. Stay up to date with the latest happenings in the world of wrestling. Sports passion. Cheer along with Alex's favorite teams, the New York Yankees and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Mystery unraveled. Join Detective Alex Cardinale for thrilling investigations. Saturday Buzzer. Alex has 5 minutes to discuss a topic. If he succeeds, viewers must do a favor for Alex. If he fails, he must pay the piper. Hot Take. Alex's take on popular or controversial topics. And so much more. Special appearances by Chef Alex Cardinale, bringing you culinary wonders. Aqua Alex Cardinale, your aquatic expert. Detective Alex Cardinale, solving the mysteries that intrigue you. Get involved. Host your own segment. Have a passion or talent you want to share on the show? Email us at alexgoyankeescardinale19@gmail.com to become a part of the Saturday with Alex Cardinale family. Join us every Saturday for a blend of entertainment, learning, and fun with Alex Cardinale. Don't miss out on this vibrant weekend adventure every Saturday at 10 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Pacific.
All right, well, it's been an incredible Saturday with Alex Cardinale. I have had a blast on this week's episode, but don't forget, next week we have another awesome episode coming your way, and next Saturday we start at a special start time of 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific, because of Saturday night's main event. Here's what you can look forward to next Saturday.
Get ready for an action-packed Saturday with Alex Cardinale. Saturday, July 18th, 2026, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Join us for a special early edition of Saturday with Alex Cardinale at 5 p.m. E at 2 p.m. PT as we gear up for the WWE Saturday Night Main Event. What to expect? Animal of the World, the Bottlenose Dolphin, Aqua Alex featured fish, Eopaldi Stingray, NTT Datnoid, and Chinese Perch. Monster of the Deep, Meet the Mighty Wells Catfish, WWE Saturday Night Main Event Preview, 4 rounds of 2 Truths and a Lie, Madison Square Garden, Massachusetts, New York, and Georgia. Hot Takes, Best Saturday Night Main Event Matches, Best Soda Flavors, Best WWE Moments at Madison Square Garden, Saturday Buzzer, History of Saturday Night Main Event, Sports Insights, MLB All, Star Game Recap, Yankees Second Half Preview, and much more. Don't miss out on this exciting show. Tune in and be part of the fun on https://youtube.com/@AlexCardinale2026 this Saturday at 5 p.m. ET, 2 p.m. PT.
And that is going to be an awesome show next week, starting at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific. Well, now it is time for our final hot take for this week's episode. And now we're going to talk about the best summer treats, in my opinion. Coming in at number 1, strawberry shortcake, which can be made with basically either a biscuit or a pound cake. I prefer a pound cake, but I also like the biscuit version. Peach cobbler is great in the summer. I don't think you can go wrong with peach cobbler, in my personal opinion. Fruit pizza. Fruit pizza is delicious. It is a sugar cookie crust with cream cheese frosting and colorful arrangement of fresh fruit slices on top. A s'more is a great American classic summer treat, and a lemon bar is tangy and refreshing. So what are your favorite summer treats? Let me know in the comments down below. And now it is our main event. It is now time for our final round of Two Truths and a Lie. And now we're going to play Two Truths and a Lie on California, perhaps one of the most popular states in the USA. So our main event, Two Truths and a Lie on California. All right, so I'm going to give you three statements. Again, two of them are true, and one is a lie. California is home to the largest tree in the world. The Hollywood sign originally read Hollywood Land. California is the only United States state to have hosted the Olympics 3 times. Which one do you think is the lie? Is it California being home to the largest tree in the world, the Hollywood sign originally reading Hollywood Land, or the California being the only state to host the Olympics 3 times? Well, let's go ahead and reveal the answer. The lie is statement number 3. California has hosted the Olympics twice, in Los Angeles in 1932 and 1984. However, it is not the only United States state that have hosted the Olympics multiple times, as New York, for example, has hosted the Winter Olympics twice, in Lake Placid 1932 and 1980. It is true that California is home to the largest tree in the world, and yes, the Hollywood sign originally read Hollywood Land. And that is Two Truths and a Lie on California. Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is this week's episode of Saturday with Alex Cardinale. I want to thank everyone who watched our episode today, whether you watched live or you're watching the replay of this episode. I want to thank you for tuning in. I do apologize for some of the tech issues, but hey, that happens when you are live. Thank you all for watching. Have a great rest of your weekend, a great rest of your Saturday evening. And don't forget, next Saturday, we're live at 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific for Saturday night's main event. Going to be an awesome show starting 5 hours early next Saturday. I'll see you next Saturday, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 Pacific. Good night, everyone, and have a great rest of your amazing weekend. Good night, everybody, from Port St. Lucie.
Get ready for an action-packed Saturday with Alex Cardinale. Saturday, July 18, 2026, 5 p.m. Eastern, 2 p.m. Pacific. Join us for a special early edition of Saturday with Alex Cardinale at 5 p.m. E at 2 p.m. PT as we gear up for the WWE Saturday Night Main Event. What to expect? Animal of the World, the bottlenose dolphin, Aqua Alex featured fish, Eopaldi stingray, NTT Datnoid, and Chinese perch. Monster of the Deep, Meet the Mighty Wells Catfish, WWE Saturday Night Main Event Preview, 4 rounds of Two Truths and a Lie, Madison Square Garden, Massachusetts, New York, and Georgia. Hot takes, best Saturday Night Main Event matches, best soda flavors, best WWE moments at Madison Square Garden, Saturday Buzzer, history of Saturday Night Main Event, sports insights, MLB All, Star Game recap, Yankees second half preview, and much more. Don't miss out on this exciting show. Tune in and be part of the fun on https://youtube.com/@AlexCardinale2026 this Saturday at 5 p.m. ET, 2 p.m. PT.
I, Alex Cardinale, would like to say thank you for watching this live stream on the Alex Cardinale Entertainment YouTube channel. I personally hope you enjoyed the live stream and the video. If you did enjoy the live stream, please smash that like button and please share this video on social media so that your friends and family can enjoy it as well. If you are a first-time viewer or new to my YouTube channel, I highly recommend hitting that subscribe button and getting the notification bell for notifications when I go live next or when I upload a video. I highly recommend subscribing so you're a member of the ACE community. Thank you for watching ACE.